All right, what is up, everybody? Paul James here. If you could do me a favor and give me some ones in the question box to let me know that you can see my screen, you can see me, you can hear me loud and clear. Just go ahead and pop into that question box and give me a one, and we'll go ahead and get started here in a few minutes. Also, if you guys want to let me know your name and where you're calling in from, I will do some shout outs as we get going here. We got some really cool stuff in store. In fact, I'm going to teach you guys some really cool stuff about AI and generating leads and how to automate everything. I've even got some done for you prompts that I'm going to show you that work really, really well. And I think you guys are going to really enjoy it because you can actually get started from scratch. What is up, Neil from New York City, Francis from South America, Shaz from India. We've got Washington, D.C. in the house, John from the Philippines. What's up, John? Welcome. What's up, Michael? I see you, Pamela, John, Victor, Keith. Welcome aboard. I'm so excited that you guys took some time today to join in and get access to this information. Lee from Ireland, awesome. Welcome. I always think it's cool when we do these trainings that we have people that pour in from all over the world. I'm in Florida right now. I'm sure you guys have seen I've been doing a lot of traveling, but now I'm finally kind of at my home base, which is nice. But been doing a lot of traveling. I went back to Wisconsin to visit family in my RV, so that was fun. And it was a little tricky because I went when it was still cold, and when I got there, the lines and stuff needed to be still heated so that they didn't freeze. So that was kind of interesting. But I'm really glad to be back in the heat, and I know it's starting to warm up there now too. What's up, Bob from Myrtle Beach? Welcome. So we got some questions about DeepSeek and being concerned if it's a Chinese company. I mean, listen, you could use not your information if you want and just, use like a new email account or something like that if you're concerned. Or you could also use ChatGPT. What I'm going to show you, you can see here, it says prompts are for both ChatGPT and DeepSeek. And honestly, they'll work with any AI that you want, but I'm just using DeepSeek in this example because I really like the results that I get back from DeepSeek, and it seems to be kind of like a hot topic right now. So let's go ahead and jump in and get started then. I'm going to turn my camera off just so that you guys can focus on what I'm sharing with you on the screen here, and then we'll get started on this entire process. You saw me recently in the Orlando area. Really? You should have said hello. It would have been great to say hi. Where did you see me at? That's really cool. Yeah, I've been running around. We've been doing some home renovations here, and I had some family in town recently. So I've been running around back and forth. Anyways, let's go ahead and dive into this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this prompt, and like I said, you can start from complete scratch even if you're a beginner with what I'm going to share with you today, because all of these prompts are basically going to tell you what to do, which I think is the really cool part about AI. Years ago when I got started doing this and generating leads, it was a lot harder because you didn't have the help of AI to help you with this stuff. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this first prompt here, and I'm going to go over to DeepSeek, and I'm going to punch it in right here. Now, the prompt is this: I want to start a business similar to Home Advisor, where I connect homeowners with businesses and I charge the business per lead. I want you to give me a list of the top 50 businesses that I can work with that will be easiest to get a hold of, and tell me roughly how much they pay per lead. Now, normally, guys, this would be something that you would have to kind of do research on and, pick out niches that are known to buy leads and try to research how much you should sell the lead for. But with DeepSeek and with ChatGPT, the cool part is that it does the hard work for you. So we can see it's given us a lot of different niches like home improvement. So we've got roofing contractors, which pay upwards from $25 to $100 per lead. HVAC, we've got, let's go scroll down and see some different ones. Garage door repair and install, that's one that's pretty interesting, right? Tile installers, countertop installers, sprinkler system installers. So as you can see, all of these different ones pay differently. And when you make a decision on which one you want to go into, there's not really a right or wrong decision. It just depends on what one resonates with you, or you might decide to go with something that is maybe a higher ticket per lead. Like maybe we would go with solar panel installers because of the fact that they pay more per lead. So Someone said they saw me in Windermere or Dr. Phillips area. Yeah, that could be. I'm definitely in that area a lot. So why don't we use that for an example? Let's go and do solar panel installers in Windermere and use that as our example. So I'm going to go back to this DeepSeek prompt here. And after you decide on a niche, I want you to also think of a location you want to do. And by the way, if you're not in the United States, you can do this from literally anywhere in the world. It doesn't matter where you are, even though I'm in Florida. I could be in China, I could be in Ireland. I know we had people here in Ireland, and I can still target the United States, or I could target somewhere by me, but it's still easy for us to target the United States because of the tools and automation and AI that we're using, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to grab this next prompt here, and we're going to go back into DeepSeek, and the prompt is, I think this niche sounds good. We're going to do solar panel installers, Windermere, Florida. Can you tell me what their most in-demand service would likely be that I could promote on social media with posting? So by doing this, we don't need a website. I also like to do this with websites too, but for a lot of you guys that are just getting started, I don't want you to have to worry about building websites. In fact, what we're going to do is we're going to generate leads using AI generated posts and videos. So that's why we're prompting it this way. And it says perhaps an offer that homeowners will really want to call to book an appointment for, and then tell me how much you think they can, the business owner can pay per lead. I see people are asking about, can I upload this document? Just stick with me. I'll share with you how you can get this document for free in a little bit here. Okay, so we're going to search DeepSeek or ChatGPT or any other AI tool that you want with this second prompt once you decide on a niche. So here we go. Again, this is great because we don't have to think about anything. We're getting ideas on some different things of why it's in high demand, like Florida's sunny climate, rising electrical costs, and tax incentives. So these are all selling points and things that you could talk about in your social media posts to help generate leads for solar panel installers. And remember, the reason we're doing this is because these solar panel installers will pay us $30 to $150 per lead. So not only am I going to show you how to generate the leads, I'm going to show you how to find these solar panel installers that are going to pay you for these leads, and how to do it all on autopilot. Okay, so we can see here some of the different things. Get a free quote. How much can you save? Get a free quote. I like that one. So I think that's the one we're going to run with. Now here's what we're going to do. We're going to need to create some social media accounts that are based around this sort of area that we're targeting. So remember, we're targeting Windermere, Florida. So what you would want to do is you would want to create some social media pages, call them something like I love Windermere, Florida. Now, I don't want you to copy my exact example here because there's a lot of people on this call right now. And if you all copied my exact example, you'd all be competing with each other. So just do what I'm doing, but pick like a different city or a different niche, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to create some pages, a new Instagram page, a new Facebook fan page, a new TikTok account, and a new YouTube account. Now, you can use your personal information to do this. Like I use my personal Facebook page to create these new pages. They don't care about that. That's the way they actually prefer that you do it. But what you want to do is you don't want to title these pages your name. You want to create a new page on Instagram and title it I love Windermere, Florida, or something like that. A new Facebook page, a new TikTok page, a new YouTube page. Give me some twos if you guys are following so far. Is this making sense? Give me some yeses or some twos. Okay, lots of twos coming in, lots of yeses coming in. Great. Now the reason we're doing this is because what we're going to do is we're going to show all of the people who are actually in Windermere, Florida, that this page is for them. And anytime we start uploading content to these pages, they're hopefully going to see it because the algorithm is going to push our content out to the people who are in this city, which is what we want. And we're going to start posting on these pages. And don't worry if this sounds like a lot of work or you don't want to show your face. I'm going to show you how to use AI to do it all. But we're going to post a mixture of content that is related to things like solar panel installs and also content that is related to just Windermere in general. Like we might create one video or post that says, what are some of the top 5 things to do in Windermere, Florida? Just like a value post, right? And then That video is going to go out there. It's probably going to find a bunch of people from Windermere, Florida. They might decide to like your video or follow your page. And then the cool part is then they'll start seeing your other videos too, because the next kind of video that we're going to make, and I'm going to teach you how to make it, we'll make it live together. Does that sound good? Is one of these lead generation videos. So our lead generation video, remember, we asked ChatGPT or DeepSeek what it should be about, and it should be about how much you could really save by getting a solar quote. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. In order to finish making this video, we're going to use two tools. The first tool that we're going to use is called invideocreator.com, which is an AI video generator. And you can get started with this tool for free. They give you a certain amount of exports every single month. And then once you start, generating a ton of leads, you can, buy more credits to keep making more videos. So this is the one that I've been using lately. I know like you can try to prompt ChatGPT and stuff like that as well, but this one just makes it a lot easier. And I use version 2.0 of this tool because this is the one that generates stock videos. And I'll show you about that as we get going. And then the next tool that we're going to use is a tool called DialHawk. Okay, now DialHawk allows you to sell these leads on autopilot and also track them all. So we're going to use a combination of the two tools together. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to create a campaign inside of DialHawk. We're going to call it something like Windermere Solar Panel. We'll just say solar, Windermere Solar. Okay, and we're going to scroll down to a cost per call. So remember, DeepSeek said that we could probably charge solar panel installers $30 to $150 per lead. So let's just put in here that we want to charge them $100 per call. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and save that campaign, and our campaign is set up. And the next thing that we need is a tracking phone number. Now, this is why we use a tracking phone number, because every time we generate one of these AI videos and we post it to Instagram, we're also going to tell people to call us for a free quote. And if we don't have a tracking phone number, they're going to be calling our personal cell phone, right? So what we want to do instead is place a tracking phone number in the middle of us. And when they see these videos, it's going to call the tracking phone number. And then we're going to take that tracking phone number and we're going to start sending the leads off to solar panel installers that service the Windermere area, right? And they're going to pay us. Once we decide to work with someone, we're going to pick out someone that we want to work with. They're going to pay us $100 per call. At least that is the goal, right? So here's what we're going to do. Let's finish setting up a phone number here. We're going to go under the phone numbers tab inside of DialHawk in the campaign, and we're going to buy a new phone number. So these phone numbers cost you $1 per month, which is great. You can pick which state you want to target, and like I said, if you're in another country, you can target whatever country it is that you that you live in or that you're targeting. You're going to hit search. It's going to start searching for phone numbers. So you just want to pick one that is best for your area, and you can drill down into area code as well. But for the sake of speed in this video, I'm just going to pick this phone number here. I'm going to add this to my account. Again, it's $1 per month. And now our phone number is set. And we can take this phone number now and we can put it in our AI generated videos. So before we put it in our videos, we want to set it up to actually sell these leads to someone. So what I like to do is I usually like to go to Google or like Home Advisor, one of those websites, and just look at what kind of solar companies right now are servicing the Windermere, Florida area. So I see we've got some companies here that service it. And what I want to do is I want to actually copy and paste their phone numbers here. So I'll grab this one here. And I'm going to go back into DialHawk. I'm going to click edit on my tracking phone number. And under the forwarding tab here, we're going to select that we want to forward this tracking phone number to multiple numbers all at once. And we're going to paste them in on separate lines just like that. Okay, so we'll grab that one. We'll grab this one. And the reason why I'm doing more than one is because I want to sell these leads to whoever answers the phone. Right? I don't know who's going to answer the phone and who's going to actually take the lead. So rather than try and figure that all out, I'm just going to let DialHawk figure it out for me. And then what we're going to do is we're going to turn on another feature. So I normally do like 3 or 5 companies at once when I'm starting off a new campaign. And under call features, I'm going to turn on what's called a whisper feature. Now, what this feature does is when the call is made, someone comes, they see our Instagram video that we posted, and they decide to call our tracking phone number for a free quote. and it sends off to those 3 solar companies. What this feature does is it plays a message when the solar company picks up the phone. The message that I want it to play is I want it to say, this free lead was sent to you by Paul. Now, this is what I do. I go ahead, I create these videos, I post them, they get traffic, they get leads, and then I watch the reporting tab inside of Dialhawk, and I wait until one of these 3 companies got a lead. And when they do, I simply reach out to them. It might be I go on their website and look for maybe like a contact form or an email address on their website where I can contact them. So it looks like they do have a contact form here. And I could call them if I want. I know some people don't like to call, but they do have a phone number if I wanted to call them. And they do have an email address right here too. And I'm just going to say, hey, I'm Paul. I'm the guy that's been sending you the free leads for solar panel installation in Windermere. Do you want to keep getting more? It's just $100 per lead. And that's it. Once they agree to pay me, I can then generate an invoice inside of Dialhawk. I like to make them recurring invoices, which means that they send out automatically as often as you want. Maybe it's every week, every 2 weeks, every month. You could even do it every day if you want. But what it's going to do is it's going to total up how many leads you sent them, and it's going to send them an invoice all automatically without you having to do anything. So let's say you sent that company 10 leads and you're charging $100 per lead, right? Well, you just made $1,000 off of this whole strategy. So with that being said, it's time to talk about how we're going to actually generate the leads now that we have some companies we can sell leads to, and now that we have a tracking phone number set up. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy and paste our tracking phone number here, and we're going to head over back to invideocreator.com, and we're going to say, I want to create a video offering free solar panel estimates to homeowners in Winter Garden, Florida, or I'm sorry, Windermere, Florida. And I want them to call, we're going to put our tracking phone number in there, right? For a free quote or reply yes. Okay, now we're going to click Explore All on these workflows and plugins, and we want to select that this is going to be an Instagram Reel. Now, even though this is an Instagram Reel, I'm going to paste this back in here. Even though this is an Instagram Reel, this can still be posted everywhere else. It can still be posted on Facebook, TikTok, all those places, like everywhere. So we're going to click Make the background music upbeat. We're going to say language should be English with professional tone. And for the narrator, we're going to do a clear American voice. And I usually like to do a clean subtitle with an outline. Now I hit continue. You can see there's a prompt. We'll hit generate video. And this tool is going to get to work now creating the short form video that we're going to be able to take and upload to all of our accounts. It's going to have our Dialhawk tracking phone number that's going to be working and generating leads for us on autopilot. So I'm just waiting for this to load over here so that you guys can see the full picture. It's going to ask more about our audience. We're going to say we want to target homeowners. We want the look and feel to be bright, and we'll just do Instagram Reels for the platform. And we're going to hit continue. Now the video is going to generate here. And the cool part is these videos are so good that they're like close to like Hollywood level production for a video that AI totally generated. And it literally takes like a couple clicks of the mouse and a couple minutes to generate it. And guys, I just showed you how to go through and literally pick out a niche, literally know how much to charge them, what kind of offer to give them, and then how to go and set up a tracking phone number so that you can track all of it, and then how to generate the video that you're going to take and upload. So we're going to wait for this to go ahead and finish uploading. I know some of you guys were asking about how to get access to the prompts and all of that stuff. So obviously, Dialhawk is kind of the main glue of this entire strategy, right? So what we're doing today for you is when you pick up a Dialhawk account from this webinar today, we're going to give you access to those prompts for free, okay? So if you want to get access to that, just visit dialhawk.com/special, and we'll wait for that video to load as well, and then we'll go through that video and show you what's going on there and continue the training. But for those of you guys who already are like, hey, I want to get started with this, I just want to throw the link out there. Not only that, but we have a very special discounted price on this as well. So I went and put this into the chat box. I see some of you guys already have Dialhawk, which is great. And I also invited you here, even if you have Dialhawk, because I wanted to show you guys this extra training and how to access all this stuff. Now, if you already have Dialhawk, you can find this prompt inside of your ThriveCart account, right? So inside of ThriveCart Learn, you'll have your Dialhawk training and your passive AI money machines training that you're getting as bonuses as well. And inside of here, if you scroll down, you're going to see these DeepSeek and ChatGPT prompts. So these are the prompts right here. And you can go ahead and you can get started with those and do everything that I showed you here today. And then I also encourage you to, once you hop in, to check out the Dialhawk training, because like I said, building websites and stuff is powerful as well. So we have lots of training on that too, and doing search engine optimization and all of that good stuff too. So I did want to make that special offer available for you. So head over there right now if you want to take advantage of that. We have a limited number of slots available for this. So once it's gone, it's gone. But I did want to throw that out there before we keep going so that you guys have a chance to sign up if you already know you want to be in and you don't want to lose out on that special bonuses that we're offering for you guys as well. Okay, so here's the video. It's done. I guess unfortunately I can't really play the sound for you because I'm on the webinar here and it's going through my headphones. But what I want you to pay attention to, that's really important, I'll zoom in on it a little bit too, is right here we have the where it says to call, right? Just call 850-813-5313 or reply yes to this video, and you're on your way to a brighter, more energy efficient future. And then if you look at the beginning of the video, it perfectly gets the solar panel thing, and there you go, homeowners in Winter, Florida. So it has everything in there. It has our tracking phone number. It has our yes call to action, which I want to explain to you why we do that. So the reason why we have people say comment yes is because it boosts your video up in the Instagram algorithm. So if they see your video and they decide they do want a free quote on solar and they reply yes, you're going to simply respond back to their comment and say, hey, I DM'd you, let's get you on the books for an appointment. And then in the message that you send them, all you have to do is say, hey, let's confirm your appointment, give us a call, and then you drop your Dialhawk tracking phone number in the message. So you're giving them the phone number in the video, but you're also telling them to comment yes too. And the reason why we do that is we get a bunch of comments, a bunch of engagement, and it tricks the Instagram and Facebook and TikTok and YouTube algorithm into making it look like your video is going viral. So it's super cool strategy that is going to allow you to get a lot of traction on your videos, and it's going to allow you to get started into lead gen without having any website or anything like that at all. Okay, so with that being said, I see we have some questions about Dialhawk. And by the way, guys, if you need any help at all, you can email support@dialhawk.com with anything you saw here today. If you need help setting up your Dialhawk account, anything like that, we will literally help do it for you. We have people in place that can help you set up Twilio and link it in with your Dialhawk account and all of that good stuff. So don't hesitate to reach out. And then if you need help accessing bonuses or anything like that as well, but it is inside of your ThriveCart Learn account, which you get access to when you purchase Dialhawk. Also, those of you guys who are Dialhawk customers, right? You may, who here has noticed some changes going on at Dialhawk? Give me some ones in the chat box if you're a Dialhawk customer and maybe you've seen some changes going on. Okay, I see some ones coming in already. Awesome. So what I want to do is I want to introduce some new people that we've got on board here at Dialhawk. Joel and Marv. Joel and Marv, let's go ahead and let's throw our cameras on, all three of us here. Joel and Marv have a really cool background, and I will let them take over and kind of explain. But we're also going to give you guys a cool bonus with Joel and Marv too. And we'll kind of explain all of the stuff that's going on and the exciting things with Dialhawk. Joel, do you want to start?
Yeah, sounds good. Thanks, Paul.
Yeah,
We're
thank you
excited to
guys.
be here. And Some of the excitement Paul's talking about is that we have joined the Dialhawk company. Paul's going to continue to partner with us in a lot of ways, but we want to help grow and scale Dialhawk to a platform that can benefit many people out there. And I think the combination of me, Paul, and Marv can really help grow this thing and keep adding the features that you guys want, and be able to make this a really successful for you guys and for us. A little bit about my background is I've been in software engineering and product management for about 20 years. In the last 15 years, I've been leading teams doing that. We came across Dialhawk because I used to be the CTO at carsforsale.com, and one of my big impacts at Cars for Sale was to implement call tracking for our 20,000 dealerships. So we had a customer base of dealerships around the United States. We had 20,000 of them signed up with us, and we knew we needed to provide or show our value by showing them how many phone calls we were generating on the dealership's behalf. So we put in a system to do call tracking, much like Dialhawk does for automotive dealerships. So having that experience in my background really drew me to Dialhawk, and really excited to keep moving it forward. And one of the things you may have seen is some of our support. We've added a few support uh, methods to get a hold of us. We're actually using our own product on the Dialhawk webpage with the call request widget. So you guys use that phone number that we have on the Dialhawk website. Yep, Paul just pulled it up. That'll go directly to me, and if I'm not available, it'll go to Marv. So we're excited about this, and I'll pass it off.
The other cool thing too is that I think that a lot of my experience has been dealing with like the home services industries, and now you guys are going to be able to bring in a new industry with like the automotive that I think is going to be really insightful for everyone too.
Yeah.
Marv, why don't you do a quick intro for everyone too and share a little bit about your background?
Hi, everybody. I'm really glad to be here. This is the first introduction that I really am getting to a lot of the customers and potential customers out there. And it really feels great to talk to you, not face to face. My background is about 50 years in software development. Um, the last 30 years was with a company called SOCOM, where we did a lot of uh, software that helped hospitals and insurance companies manage documents and a lot of other things. The last 10 of that was actually working on a type of AI system that would automatically recognize any paper that came into a healthcare clinic or hospital. So we could index that paper automatically without having to have operators index that paper by reading a document. So I finished with that, and I took some time off. Then I was ready to start something else, and Joel called me and said, "Hey, I got some companies I want you to look at." So Dialhawk is the one that popped up the highest in the past. We talked to Paul. A lot of good conversations with Paul, and I think we're off to a good start. One thing we look forward to is making the product as good as it can be to help all of you customers. That's our goal, um, and hopefully you'll see a lot of changes over the next 6 to 12 months, 3 to 12 months that really can make a difference for you.
Yeah,
Guys,
totally.
them, Joel and Paul, you can. Otherwise, I'm finished. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you guys. Yeah, I mean, I'm really excited for all the changes that are coming. They're good changes, and a lot of really cool features that are going to make Dialhawk. I think it's already like the best solution on the market, but I'm looking 2 years down the line, and the things that we're building into Dialhawk are like way ahead of its time, and I can't wait for you guys to see them. Very cool stuff. Um, Also, I know Joel and I talked about putting together a special bonus for anyone that joins right now on this call. But what we're going to do is we're going to put together a special coaching series to help you guys get started quickly with some live calls. And that's going to be exciting because just like you're here now asking questions and getting questions answered, you're going to be able to attend those sessions when you join today and get your questions answered and get set up as quickly as possible. Um, Joel, anything else to add before we do some questions and answers? I see we do got quite a lot of questions coming in, which is awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited about the coaching series. We really want to let people know about all the features in Dialhawk. As I've talked to some of our customers already, um, it's somewhat apparent that you guys don't know all the features, and it's hard for an email to tell you about all the features. So I'm excited to have this series go forward and be able to teach people about how they can utilize every one of the features that is already in Dialhawk.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm excited too. I think like anyone that knows the history of Dialhawk knows that, we've always been customer centric and making, when someone has a feature request, we like build it in right away. So the fact that we're able to now bring you guys on board and really scale things up is really, really exciting. Will this coaching be included for existing Dialhawk customers? Joel, I think the answer is yes, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so existing customers will get access, and then anyone that joins on this call right now will get access. Now, you guys know I've done coaching sessions in the past, and coaching is, very, very expensive, upwards of the four-figure range, and you're getting access to coaching right now for free when you join us today. So you don't want to miss out on this. This is something really special we're putting together. In addition, you're getting access to the DeepSeek and ChatGPT prompts. So you saw that here today in action, but there's a lot more to it here that you can go ahead and dive into. You're getting access to the passive AI money machines training bonus, which comes with a lot of tools and training on generating AI videos, and has some other bootcamp sessions in there as well. And then you're also getting access to the Dialhawk training too. All of this stuff will be loaded into your ThriveCard account. And this is going to show you how to get set up with websites and optimizing websites. There's a case study that goes through 7 days. I built out a website that's ranking for roofer in Cedarburg. That's right here. It's this case study. So you'll get access to that too. And yeah, obviously the live coaching, which is super valuable and something that we haven't done before with Joel, that you're going to get access to as well. Let's see. Are the ChatGPT prompts inside the training area for existing customers? They are. They're right where I just showed you. If you need help, you can reach out to support@dialhawk.com if you're not finding it, or if you don't have a ThriveCart account set up yet, we can get you set up on that. Let's see here. You see any questions sticking out at you, Joel?
Yeah, the top one. How are we going to hold up with generative search going forward? I would say, for the services industry, Google, Bing, Yahoo, all of the big search engines are still going to be prevalent. If I think about how I look for those services online, I don't go to a ChatGPT, I don't go to a DeepSeek and ask them who they think is the best company. I want a list of results, not just a single answer. So I think the traditional SEO, the traditional the traditional website marketing is still effective for a lot of these industries. There may be some impact, but I don't see that going away in a long time.
Yeah, also I will say that the SEO and all of that stuff, guys, supplements that, because where do you think ChatGPT and DeepSeek and stuff are getting the results that they get when you ask something like that? You can actually look at the sources. They're actually getting it from Google searches and things like that. So it's not going anywhere. It's just kind of in addition to what you're already doing. So if you're already doing all of this stuff, you pretty much have your bases covered for generative as well.
Yeah, we had a question here too, Paul. How can people sign up for the coaching series? You just have to be a Dialhawk customer. We will open it up for any Dialhawk customer. We'll send out an email. The dates are to be determined yet, but it's something that Paul and I have been talking about just in the last couple of days, and decided just recently to include it with today's offering.
Yep. So we'll note down anyone that's joined on this call right now. If you want to throw an I'm in the chat box, then we'll note down your email. We'll shoot you off an email with the date and time once we decide on that. And then if you can't make it live, we'll make sure we record that call as well. That way you guys can watch it back at your own leisure. But obviously, if you can, go ahead and join us live. That's always preferred, because just like today, we love hanging out with you and getting to answer questions and stuff like that. I see. How much time does it take to get started with Dialhawk? I have limited time. I mean, you saw me here today. I think I had a tracking phone number set up, and even I went beyond that and did niche research, got a video set up, all of that stuff. And I think I was done within about 20 minutes. But the tracking phone number part of it, I think I did in about 2 minutes. Would you say, Joel?
Yeah, it was very quick.
Yeah, and we're here to help you get your account set up. That's something you only have to do one time. So if you need help with that, we like Joel said, we have the support phone number. We also have support@dialhawk.com, which those of you guys who have dealt with our customer support and nothing has changed there, all of that is still the same. Everything that's changing is really just stuff we're adding on. Nothing's being taken away, which is great. So I don't really need more than 20 to 30 per campaign. I'm not 100%.
Probably 20 to 30 minutes per campaign.
Yeah, no, not really. That's about perfect. And as you get going, if you wanted to like outsource things, you could do that too. Brian says, does Dialhawk have a dialer if I want to use it to do outbound calls for myself? Joel, do we have any plans to build in a dialer for Dialhawk?
It's definitely been in the discussions. I mean, I can give you guys a few tidbits about some of the things we're planning. So one of the things that we want to do is kind of make some of the things within Dialhawk a little more user friendly. And while we're doing that, add a few features. We're looking into text message forwarding. So if somebody text messages your tracking number, then we'll be able to forward that message on to whoever's at the other end of the forwarding number. Some of the other things we're looking into some more robust like workflow tools to be able to have more granular control over what happens when an incoming call comes in, right? You may want to forward it if it's before 2 p.m. on a Monday. You may want to forward it to one phone number, but then after 2 p.m. forward it to another. So giving you guys more control of what happens to the incoming calls is important to us. And I don't want to go too deep into some of these promises, but I think there's a lot of exciting things coming to Dialhawk that Paul has always thought about, but hasn't necessarily had the support and team to help him build those things out, and now we do. So I think it's just going to get better and better every month.
Exactly. Yep. Someone says, how do I determine a competitive rate per lead? Is there a prompt for that? There is. That's the prompt in here, prompt number 1. And you're going to get that as a bonus as well when you jump on board today. So make sure you head over to dialhawk.com/special and jump in right now so you get access to that. And like Joel said, all of the cool features we have coming up. I've had a ton of suggestions, and Joel and Marv had some really cool ideas that they've been sharing with me as well. We hop on weekly calls and go through stuff and make improvements, and it's really, really exciting stuff in the works. Someone says, Tammy says, I'm a Dialhawk customer. I would like to say that the support team is excellent and always responds quickly. Setup is very easy to do and great support. Thanks so much, Tammy. Yeah, we really appreciate that, and we pride ourselves in the customer support aspect of it. So we really appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. Tim Martin asked, how many numbers can we get maximum? One of the really cool things about Dialhawk is that you own your phone numbers, you own your data. The way we set it up is we ask you to set up a Twilio account, which is the backbone of the forwarding numbers. We integrate with them so that you can own all of your data. If for some reason, we hope this never happens, but you're not happy with us sometime in the future and you want to go see who else is out there, you have your own Twilio account with all your phone numbers, with all your call recordings, with all of your data in it. So you can take that and go wherever you like. Even if you want to integrate other services and keep Dialhawk, that's still available. So the answer, Tim, is unlimited, right? It's just kind of up to your budget. And doing it this way also gives us the wholesale pricing from Twilio without markup from us as Dialhawk. Some of our competitors, you'll get the all-in-one platform where you purchase the phone numbers through them. They all have markup on their products. They'll work with companies like Twilio and everything, and then put their own markup on it. We don't do that. We want to keep the costs as low as possible, and we want you to own your own data.
Exactly. And I think that speaks to, Dialhawk as a company, that we really are striving to always be the best. And, we take that seriously. And, we appreciate you guys putting faith in us. I see someone says, can I use Google ads rather than social media ads? You absolutely can. We actually have a feature built in where it'll swap out your phone numbers depending on if the user found you via SEO or on Facebook or on Google ads. So we have features built in for that as well. Seeing lots of I'm ins. Some people saying I'm current Dialhawk customer, I'm in. Thank you guys. Really excited for you to join us. See people asking about like CRM questions. I think maybe in the future there might be, because I know we're talking about building in text message forwarding and stuff like that. So, we'll see what the future holds. There could be some cool stuff coming in that regard.
Yeah, for sure.
Will we post a replay? We absolutely will send out a replay as well. Cool. Any other questions you see jumping out, Joel, before we do a last call here?
No, I think for me, I'm happy to be a part of my first one here with Paul. Look forward to continuing that with him and you guys. Reach out to the support. You can fill out the form on Dialhawk. You can call the number that'll get connected directly to me. We have a small team, so we all wear many hats, and there's nothing that, like, I really enjoy talking to customers or potential customers. So feel free to give a call, and you'll either get me or Marv, and we'll help you the best we can. And if we can't figure it out that moment, we will work until we do.
Joel, I see a really good question coming in, which I think will be relative to a new feature we built in if you want to talk about it. Someone says, I use a different call tracking company and I get hit with a good number of spam calls that created empty costs. How does Dialhawk prevent these?
Awesome. Yeah. And actually, we just released a feature last night that's right on this. Paul is on the account settings page. There's a global block list. So if you put phone numbers in this list, they're going to get blocked for every campaign that you create. Similarly, each campaign has its own block list. So maybe you want to block a number just for a single campaign. You can go to the campaign block list and block numbers there, or globally, if you want to block it for all of your campaigns, this new feature, this global block list, just put the numbers in this box and they will not get forwarded through your tracking number.
Yeah, this literally just went live, I think, yesterday, right? Last night?
Yep, late last night.
Yeah, so good timing on the question. And then also, this is the campaign level setting where you can add in block list as well. And then I also point out one other section under your phone numbers tab. If you click edit and go to call features, we have this connection prompt here. And when you enable that, it makes the person have to push 1 in order to go through with the call. So we built that in to help like robo dialers and things like that. So there's 3 different ways that we block spam calls for you guys. Let's see here. Someone's asking about WhatsApp for support that they can call. Joel, I don't know if that's something you want to think about as well.
John, that's a good idea. We don't currently have it, but I'll certainly look into it and see if we can put that on a WhatsApp business number on the site for our international customers.
Yeah. Awesome. So for someone's asking, will we be able to get access to all these new features? And the answer is yes. So like that global call blocking feature, you guys already have access to it in your account. You don't have to do anything. It's already there, even if you're an existing customer. And I think it'll be the case, and unless there's like further notice on all the features we're adding in.
Yeah, and I see a question about a list for the features you have installed. So I was just typing up an email to send out to all the existing Dialhawk customers to let them know about the global block list. That's one thing we hope to do better moving forward is keep everyone aware of the new features as we're pushing them out.
Yeah, definitely. Awesome. Well, why don't we do a last call for questions, guys? And if you're not in yet, this is your last opportunity to jump in at dialhawk.com/special. And again, you're going to get all of the bonuses we talked about, the DeepSeek and ChatGPT prompts, the live coaching that Joel's going to be doing, the ThriveCart training that's in there, and then all the cool stuff that we're building in, new customer support stuff. So definitely want to jump in now, and we'll also send out a replay of this too, so you have this as well. Awesome. I think we got all questions, right? Oh, here someone says that they were locked out. Did not get an email letting me know that there is an issue. Joel, do you want to take down his email and maybe look into that one or have
Yeah,
video?
and in the chat, I'm gonna put my email address for anybody that would like to send a message. Yeah, feel free to reach
put
out.
it on the screen too. I'll put it on the screen as well, just so people see it.
Yep.
So this is Joel's email.
So Jerry, if you want to send me an email, I can help you get that sorted out, get you back into your account.
Awesome. Yeah, those of you guys who are thinking of switching, I see some people saying that they're thinking about switching. I mean, give it a try. You know, you really have nothing to lose and everything to gain by trying it out. So I think that's where we'll leave it with is, you know, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right? So just give it a try, and I think that you're gonna love it. You're gonna want to stick around and join the best call tracking solution on the market. Awesome.
Appreciate you guys hanging out with us.
Thank you guys. Yep, we'll see you next time. Take care.